Hello, this is Transformers fan G138 with another video review. This time of Transformers Generations Cup. And to be honest, I really like this figure in both robot and vehicle mode. Although there are some issues with him, and I will point them out as I go. I do enjoy this figure. So first off, the first complaint I've read a lot about this guy is this stupid truck mode, supposedly. Personally, I think it's pretty awesome. It's kind of a classic looking newer truck, but it's not the Cybertronian version that everybody knows and loves, apparently. I never really liked Cup until IDW, and this is actually pretty good. He's got, what I think is fantastic is the detailing they put into this truck mode. Like, the bed of the truck is actually textured like you would find with that rough paint that you would find in the actual bottom of a modern truck. A lot of them of the time they're like, they have gridded paint or something in there to kind of like keep stuff from sliding as much. And that is nice. Also, a nice feature of this that they did not have to put in, but they did anyway. The bed of the truck actually folds down and up, although it does sometimes separate. You know, the one complaint I think I'd have about this entire vehicle form is the taillights. They are clear. Otherwise, it's nice. Features an Autobot symbol here, a nice painted grille, silver underneath the headlights, which really kind of sets a three-dimensional tone to it. He's got yellow signal lights here, painted, but they're there. It's nice. He does lack a piece of bumper here, but that's easily neglectable. He's got mirrors on the side, of course, he's a truck, he should. And he rolls phenomenally. Sorry, I enjoy playing around with him. What I don't like about the figure itself is the transformation. It's long and painful. It's not that bad. But, you know, what's cool is his gun, or his laser musket, fits right on the bottom, and actually the end of it becomes a second exhaust port. And what's nice is it looks almost identical. The only problem with it is it's a slightly different color, so you got that weirdness, but whatever. So if I pop that and pull that off, the actual gun itself has a ball and socket joint in it with a clip system clip, which you can in turn clip onto the actual top of the truck. There's two ports. You can rotate it sideways, you know, if you wanted to. But it's kind of cool that it's there. So, another thing I like to do is I like to give him the guns from Brawn, Revenge of the Fallen Brawn, and to store them in the figure, which is kind of neat. You can put them in the bed of the truck, but it's just the right size that you can actually clip them into the tailgate if you get the angle right, and I don't dislodge the opposing one. Opposing, yeah, apparently that's a new word. And then they stay nice and tight in there. Still there. Still there. Then just pull them out. It's nice. So if you're into like extra weapons, the green color doesn't quite match, but it works. I mean, you can paint it if you want. Personally, that's a mod I like. It's not even really a mod. It's just a switching accessories. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this aside and pull out the box. Because this is one of the... I think I have one more besides this one. I have in box that I actually did not show in reviews yet. So yeah, this one's still a little dusty. I gotta go through and dust these off again. But it's nice, you know, you can see the package, cup, generations, whatever, the back of the package, text specs, you know. It's standard packaging. It's pretty nice. Could do with a better graphic though. That one's kind of lame. So, put that aside, and I will go ahead and get this guy in robot mode. And here he is in robot mode. So, he's got some nice paint applications. You know, his chest is painted. He's got the little window here that's kind of neat. Although, this reminds me of the IDW in... Not even the IDW, sorry. The Dreamwave, the DW, version of Ironhide in War Within. He had this window on his chest thing that kind of came up. So that's what it reminds me of. A lot of people complain about these panels, and I think they're kind of cool, actually. I like them. Slightly different take on Cup, you know. Ball and socket joint head. Could be a little bit better. You know, he's got light piping, although it's two-colored, so it goes from clear plastic to blue, which is kind of strange, but it might be just the dyed inside of the eye. I don't know. I haven't taken apart the head to find out. He's got an Autobot logo here, because the other Autobot logo is folded up into his backpack, which is kind of obnoxiously there. If you wanted to, you can file these down and make that lower, but I have a policy. I like to keep my collection as Hasbro as I can, unless I find another guy like this at a yard sale, and then I'll file the backpack down from the yard sale version, you know, and go from there. So his gun, his laser musket, or whatever they called it here, yep, laser musket, that he can hold. It's nice. It actually looks more like a rifle, and I kind of like it. You know, it's a musket because he's old, apparently, you know, whatever. So, what I like to do, display him, I mentioned this earlier, I like to display him with bronze guns. So, take these guns and throw them in his hands. And they're a little more cup-sized, if you want, or going off the 1986 movie. And so, they work with TF Prime RC if you want to paint them too. So, yeah, I like them like that. This is how I display them most of the time with these guns. I really enjoy them. Anyway, so he's got these wheels on his shoulders, which I'm not crazy about, but I don't pay too much attention to them, actually, because they're black. And I think that's why the real rims aren't painted, because they don't attract attention too much. I mean, in pictures, they seem obvious, and they may bug some people more than others, like me. They're there. I have to work around them in stop motion and stuff, but it's not too terrible. His legs, though, I love the mobility he has here. So he's got a side-to-side, so a swivel there, so he can actually get in some really, really nice poses. He's got this whole range of motion with his foot. I mean, like, it's crazy how much motion he has. Then his leg doesn't bend quite 90 degrees, but you can bend it forward if you really wanted to, too. Something you have to watch out for is when you bend this piece actually rotates separately. It's part of the transformation, but you just put your thumb there when you're moving it. You don't have to worry about it. He's got a swivel there in the thigh, and a ball and socket joint, I think. No, sorry. That is not a ball and socket joint. It's actually a hinge here, and a rotating hinge here. Now that's kind of nifty, because I think I looked at that before and did the same thing. That is definitely a hinge. No waist swivel, yet again, which seems to be a common thing I'm recurring saying today. Anyway. He's got these move up and down, so if you're not careful, your arms can end up lower than they should be. But, you know, just something to look out for. It's got a rotating hinge here, which also is on the same axis as the wheel. He's got a hinged elbow, along with a swivel in there, but it's also hinged this way as well, so you can get him in some pretty crazy poses with his arms, you know, like... Yep, and then his hands are also swivel. Now, I've got a couple of complaints about this guy, and right off the bat, I'll start with these ugly, annoying panels. There had to be a better way to do this than have them. They rotate around in transformation, and they just get in the way beyond belief. They are so annoying. Because you touch them, and they rotate, and it's a pain in the butt. The biggest complaint I have with this guy are these panels. Plain and simple. A second biggest complaint, which I should be more frustrated at, but since I have a second one, I'm not too worried. During transformation, sometimes this panel up here rubs on something, and I have no idea what that something is, but it does. And actually rubs off the paint on the corners of the chest here. And it's hard to see on the camera, but there's fine lines there that you can see this color plastic underneath that paint. Actually, it's this color plastic under the paint. But anyway, the point is, it's there and it's not pretty. And that's my big complaint there. But overall, I don't have too many complaints about this figure. I really like him. When I first saw him in pictures, I was like, ugh, this guy's gonna be terrible. Turned out to be my favorite in the wave, which also included Scourge. And Scourge I was really looking forward to, but he ended up being a pain in the butt. So, yeah. And that pretty much concludes my video review for Transformers Generations Cup. Or Sergeant Cup, technically. Because, you know, they can't just copyright Cup. They have to say Sergeant Cup. Anyway, that concludes my video review. Thanks for watching. Sorry it went on so long, but hope you enjoyed it.